We're the convention team, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
All right, let's do it up
Home
top.
of a big Burmese population, and also Annalise's husband, Jared Kassebaum.
I'm honored to be referenced by Mythical Chef Josh and Mythical Kitchen this week as having come from Indiana. Here are a few other people from Indiana that I recommend if you ever need another Indianan to reference in a video, Josh. First, Michael Jackson from Gary, Indiana. A part of the state that Chase Bank once called me to ask if my credit card was stolen when I merely stopped to get gas in the city. Michael Jackson is one of the most famous people in the world, and yet grew up in a state that at this point seems to be most famous worldwide for Stranger Things. Second, David Letterman. Somehow not a lot of people seem to know that David Letterman grew up in Indianapolis and gives a ton of money to his alma mater, Ball State. Their mascot is a bird, and their slogan, I kid you not, is chirp chirp. With how much money Letterman has given them over the years, can their mascot not finally change to just be him and their slogan change to screw you, Jay Leno? Wouldn't that be fun at football games? Third, the incredibly funny and successful comedian Mike Epps is from Indianapolis. He was famous for being in Def Comedy Jam in the 90s and has been a movie star ever since. But he's perhaps most famous to people who have followed me on Instagram since January 2020 because we were on the same flight from Indianapolis to LAX one time and we got this photo. I told him I was also a comedian from Indianapolis and he offered to give me his number so we could chat sometime. Why won't you return my calls, Mike? Fourth, Sashir Zamata. SNL cast member in the mid-20 teens, was born in Japan but raised in Indianapolis. Since Sashir has been our only Indiana SNL cast member, the whole state hasn't stayed up past midnight on a Saturday night since she left the cast. But that's also because as soon as that clock strikes midnight, we can't buy alcohol anymore. Fifth, my dad. The criteria for this list is just people in Indiana that I think are pretty cool, and my dad's one of those people. Sixth, President Benjamin Harrison was our only president from the state of Indiana. This was not William Henry Harrison, the Pennsylvania-born president with the same last name. Only one from Indiana. Only one president will go down in history 2 Wikipedia pages away from Stranger Things. Seventh, Sandy Patty, a somewhat obscure recording artist who went to college in Indiana, but Indiana claims her as her own because she hosts the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra's Christmas celebration show nearly every single year the entire month of December, called the Yuletide Celebration. One day I would love to host that, so I'm just putting this out there so Sandy Patty might one day pick me as her protege. I wouldn't go by Sandy Patty, but I'd love to be called Sandy Jerry, which is also what I screamed at my parents when they announced we were going to Florida when I was in kindergarten. Sandy Jerry? Those are just some ideas, Josh. Take them or leave them. I don't really care, but just thought I'd give you a little bit more Indiana fun facts aside from the ones you seem to already know.